been a while since I've played Tekken. I think it might be.
Or you could be rusty.
No, I'm gonna say my settings might be all weird. Oh yeah, because it's going off of your thing.
Why is it going off of my thing? What are you gonna do? Play online?
I was going to.
Oh. Go ahead and fuck up my online record. Like I give a shit about this fucking game. You're recording right now?
Yeah.
Why don't you ever warn me before you record?
Because you don't listen to me anyways.
I do listen to you. You're not gonna be able to hear your only God forgives thing.
No, that's going away. That was just the intro music.
Yeah. As you can see, we're still in the beta process of this fucking thing. Gotta fix the snowball.
Touch the snowball.
I gotta fix it.
Fresh out of the hospital.
Fresh out that ER. What?
Nothing. My fucking head hurts so bad.
Why are you even doing this?
I don't know. No, because it's fun.
Showing how dedicated you are?
Right. Exactly.
This is some Tupac shit. Like when he got shot.
When he got shot in the dick?
Then he came... No, not that time. The first time when he came out or went out of... What is it? The day of?
They downloaded Ghost Town. I don't have to download it.
Went with him. He got shot and then the day of he went to the concert to perform, or was it a couple days after? Somebody did that. Maybe it was Bob Marley. Somebody did it. Somebody was G status and went straight out the hospital, ran onto the stage and started performing and said, "Fuck these people trying to kill me."
I don't think it was Pac.
It was. I know Tupac did something like that.
Did he?
Bob Marley did. I'm pretty sure it was Bob Marley, and maybe Lil Wayne.
Fuck Wayne.
I'm not sure, but anyway, what's going on, bro?
The huge.
What's going on besides you fucking up my online record?
Yeah.
On Tekken Tag 2.
You have Tekken Revolution. That's your record that you care about.
Yeah, that's on PlayStation.
Which is the superior game in my opinion.
Revolution?
Yes.
Why?
It's fucking awesome. I just wish the online was better. I wish they put it on Xbox. I think that game is the best Tekken game they've put out yet.
Well, I'll leave that up to you because you're a Tekken fan. So, I mean, I think it's good. It's just like any other Tekken game that I've played.
Look at all the promotions. Well, yeah, I mean, it's all the same. It's all essentially Tekken.
Yeah, except with their little power moves. Stupid Law players and Kazuya players. Which is fine if that's your character of choice, but we both know that these people are just picking them because, you know, they like to exploit shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Are you even paying attention?
Sorry, I thought I was gonna kill that guy.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, yeah, I hate playing the Law players on there. It's annoying. I hate the Legend Kick. The Legend Kick is the invincible move kick.
Which one is Legend Kick?
It's the invincible move kick that everybody spams.
Where he does a little straight kick forward?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This guy is weird. Fucking raving.
How can you even tell which one's invincible or not? Because they all have like power moves. Like they have more than one. How do you know which one's invincible?
Usually they'll have like a red thing on it. This guy's just gonna do the same thing over and over. I hate people that do that shit.
Bamming bastard. You know what? It's reasons like that why I kind of got out of the whole competition of fighting games. Like, I'll still go to them. They're fun to watch. But as far as participating goes, it's like, I don't have the time to learn it.
right?
That's generally how I am with a lot of fighting games. Like, I learn the basics and learn just enough to maybe not embarrass myself too much, but as far as like trying to learn all these chains and I mean, I can't do it. I don't have the time to do it. I mean, I have the time, but that takes away from the time to play other games.
Yeah, you have to be dedicated to play fighting games. I mean, it's you get what you put into it. You know, I don't practice Tekken anymore, but I've been playing it long enough to where I can still do certain things, and I still kind of watch stuff on it. But I don't know. It just depends on what you're into, you know, and how much you wanna. You can't get angry if you lose if you don't practice.
Um, I don't get angry for losing, but I'll get angry like if I was trying to do something and it just wouldn't come out, and I'll get angry at that. I think the only time I really like truly get angry at somebody when I lose is when they do the cheap shit, like when they keep spamming things over and over again. Because basically, the way I was kind of brought up with playing fighting games is I play with my friends because you know back then you didn't have like internet and all that.
Right.
So I play with my friends and we'll pick the characters, like all the characters, and fight each other. And eventually, you know, you come across that one character where it's like it clicks, where it's like, okay, I like their move set, I like the way they move, I like, you know, what this character's bringing to the table. And then all of a sudden, like that's your main. So you do that, and pretty much what I do is I learn all the moves, so I know what motions and what inputs do what. And that's as far as it goes. As far as like trying to make like a string of things, like I never really was interested in that. And then you kind of did the honorary thing where it was like, you know, you wouldn't, like for instance, you play Mortal Kombat, you wouldn't just spam Sub-Zero's ice move all the time, you know what I mean? You would actually like mix things up, keep the guy guessing. You wouldn't play cheap. And it wasn't until I met you and you actually like, because this was when fast forwarding when Super Street Fighter 4 came out, and me and you just happened to have that game, and you kind of like showed me the ropes, and you were like, okay, you spam fireballs to kind of like get some distance from people, you know, and kind of catch your breath, and you think of a strategy, you know, you think of like when to do an overhead, like if they're blocking low all the time and stuff like that. So you kind of showed me the fundamentals of how to do that in games, which
Right.
I appreciate, but the second final half where you have to like sit in the practice stage and kind of figure out what move does what and what priorities it has, that's where I kind of just like, okay, I don't have time for it.
Right. Well, you know, you used to and we used to, but I don't either. I don't do any of that shit anymore.
Yeah. And then it's a simple fact too of like the old teachings, you know, before I met you, of I don't want to do the same fucking combo over and over again. Like I get it to where if it works and they can't defend against it, I get that, but it just gets old, dude, and it doesn't really make the game fun anymore. So I don't know. That's just my views on it. I still play fighting games though. I still find them fun.
Yeah. Well, I was telling Arb, like, the way that I want to do it, like, if Killer Instinct comes out and people get that, like, I want to do it kind of like we did Injustice, because I think we had fun when we played Injustice.
Yeah.
I didn't practice it, really. You kind of didn't practice it, really. I mean, well, maybe we, like, messed around with it, but...
I didn't practice, but I played online a lot.
Yeah. I'm cool with just doing that, because your skill level doesn't really go up when you do that.
Yeah, it does.
You get used to the bullshit, but...
Because when you play online, this is why I like to play online. Like, online is my practice mode because that way you get to kind of see all the different characters, especially when you first get the game and first play online, because everybody's
picking everybody, yeah.
You know, before they find their main. So you get to see, like, what everybody does. You see their move sets. You see, like, what their supers are and how to, like, avoid those. So, like... you can kind of learn from that. And that was pretty much why I jumped over Eric so quick in that game, was because I've seen Green Arrow's moveset and I know how kind of complicated it is to get him to fight like a decent character, so that's how that worked out.
Yeah, it's hard, man, to stay dedicated to that shit.
Yeah. I mean, like, when Soul Calibur 2 comes out, if I get that, I mean, that might be a game where I eventually just get good at it again, because that is a game that I can find myself going back to. And then the fact that it'll be digital, so I can just, like, go straight into it and not have to, like, look for the disc or replace a disc in the system. Like, I could see myself going back to that and playing it every now and then, because that's pretty much what I do with Tekken Revolution.
Yeah, that's why I like Tekken Revolution. I like Tekken Revolution a lot. I really hope that they fucking continue that way.
Yeah.
I'm interested in Tekken X Street Fighter. How do you think they're gonna do that?
Dude, I'm still trying to figure out how they do projectiles in that game. That's gonna be so weird.
That is gonna be weird, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I think that, look at a lot of what they did with Soul Calibur.
They don't really have. I think the only person who really has a projectile in there is Ezio and Cervantes. That was nice.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I thought they had some other people that had projectiles in that game.
I think the boss character does. It's like a cannon kind of
Yeah,
thing.
see, he had some shit. He had the chair that he could call on you, and he had those little balls. Yeah, they could do it. They'll do it. I think they'll do okay.
What about the diagonal kick?
The dive kick?
Yeah.
You don't know if any characters that have dive kicks are going to be in that game.
They don't put jury in that game. I'm not getting it.
So now, whether or not jury's in the game dictates whether or not you buy it. How come you don't like Street Fighter Cross?
No,
fucking traitor.
I don't even know if I'm getting that game. That's true, because you know what? When I first heard about Street Fighter Cross, I was down, dude. But as soon as we played at Evo, and they broke it down to how that game works, I don't know why, but maybe I was just so used to like Street Fighter 4 that I was just turned off. Like, that game was way too simple to play, and I like a little bit of a challenge going into it. Like literally that game, Street Fighter X Tekken, I literally mashed in that game. Like, you guys always give me shit for mashing. That was a game where I really just pressed whatever.
You mash in every game.
Not in every game. It looks like I mash, but I don't. I know what I'm doing.
Dude, it's actually a lot harder than you think it is.
Street Fighter X Tekken?
If you actually paid attention to how they do stuff. And the thing that I liked about it was that you could get really creative with the stuff that you did with the little tag switching and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like me and Eric came up with the little combo. We did it at Evo and shit, and we did it on when we played at the Hazmat tournament.
Yeah. But see, that goes back to the point where I say I don't have time to do that.
Right.
Like, oh, do I have it with me? Where's it at? I got it. Made this little resolution earlier this year, or for New Year's, to where I was going to log down all the games I beat and all the movies I watch. See this shit? You see that list? Look at all that. I couldn't do all those games right now had I spent so much time on games like Injustice and Street Fighter X Tekken and Street Fighter 4 and all that. I couldn't get that list that long, you know, because it requires me to like get into this game and figure out the basics and how to play it, and I move on to the next one after I beat it. Because that's what I'm all about. I'm about reaching that end. I want to reach the end of the game to go on to the next one. I play my games like I read my books. But that's just me. Everybody's got their own shtick.
Yeah, I kind of do that too. Ah, shit. The Tekken Revolution, because the way it was messing me up. Sorry.
Right in the cross.
Sorry about that. Yeah, shit. But yeah, I kind of used to look at video games like that.
Yeah, you used to be a lot more versatile with your games.
Yeah, it's not so much anymore. I quit playing, and I still do. Like, I play Tekken.
You're like Eric. You prefer fighting games now. And you know what? It makes sense the way Eric explained it, because he was like, he likes to play fighting games because they're quick. You can like pick it up, play 1 or 2 matches, and you can be done. Like if you gotta, like let's say, you know, because he's got kids and his kids go down for a nap and his wife will say like, oh, you know, they're gonna be up in like maybe 30 minutes or an hour. You know, 30 minutes to an hour, he can go in and play a couple matches and be done. Whereas like if he was to try and play something like Final Fantasy or Batman Arkham City, I mean, you know, you got to kind of get through this mission and you got to get to like a save point, or you want to get to a certain spot to where you can save, and it's like, who knows when you'll get back to that, you know?
So, yeah, you could just drop it.
Yeah, so I get it. I understand. But I don't know, man. I've just been fortunate enough to have enough time to where I can jump from game to game when I have to. I want to play as many games as I can before I die.
There's nothing coming out. Well, we've had that discussion. There's nothing coming out that I really like and am interested in. Bro. Yeah, I want to do that. That'll be good.
Yeah.
So, on to other more important topics. How are you liking those porn stars that do the fan thing? What did we say we were gonna?
I like them a lot. We're gonna talk about how you think you'd fare if you ever got a chance to fuck one of your favorite porn stars.
Be terrible.
I'd be terrible.
It's terrible when I have sex with regular women.
Yeah, it's true. I feel the same way. And I have a girlfriend.
Well, how is it? The one video we were watching before we started this was the Sarah J video where she was screwing these two fans, and the one dude just sitting there going to town on him and stuff, and what was that, a good 25 minutes of that? And
props to her, dude, because like you said, she really tried hard to get that guy. It's like I said, I think she was probably more embarrassed than he was, because she was just like, you know what, I get paid for this shit, and I'm fucking, I'm failing hard right now.
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
Well, you know, what'd you say? Put the meat on the grill and it wasn't cooking?
It just was not cooking. And that meat was on the grill for a long fucking time. I don't know. I probably would do the same thing, though, man. You put me in front of my porn star and say, hey, man, you know, here's your wildest dreams. You get to fuck your favorite porn star. I'd be like, yes! And I'd go in there with with full intent to just
do work.
Like it'd be another day at the office for her. But you know what? No. Now you're messing with a regular man who just doesn't feel comfortable in his own skin when he doesn't have his clothes on. I would drop the ball very hard, probably.
Oh, shit.
So, I mean, props to that guy. Props to Leroy. It's not his real name, but I call him Leroy.
It's his real name.
Oh, man. It's a fascinating business, though. I don't know why.
Yeah, I am
really like porn.
Truly amazed at the porn industry.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I am a pervert, and I admit it. I'm a fucking man, okay? I'm sorry that I like to watch women
have sex.
Yeah, exactly. So, say what you want about me, but it's also from, when you look at it, like, past all that, the business is very, very interesting in how it all works.
I've always been fascinated with it.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like, if I won the lottery, I would have my own porn production company. And I'd just be sitting there taking notes, just being like, Like, I started listening to this one podcast with, it's Kevin Smith and Katie Morgan. And he was asking her, like, how she got into it. Because, you know, like, the fucked up thing is, like, some people get into it, like, real shitty. Like, they'll be like, oh, man, like, you know, my parents beat me, or, you know, I ran away from home and I needed money and stuff. But she had a pretty good upbringing. She was a little closed off from life. You know, like, her parents were, like, really religious and stuff. She got, like, homeschooled. But I guess, like, the way she got into it was back when she was living with, I think, her husband and some other dude as a roommate. They were paying rent by, like, bringing drugs from Mexico into the States. And I guess she ended up doing the run, and she got caught and arrested. And they arrested her, and they confiscated the weed from her and stuff. And I guess the Mexicans that she got the weed from was pissed off that she lost it, that it got confiscated, you know. So I guess she got like death threats and everything. So eventually what happened was when she got out of jail, like she was trying to lay low because, you know, she didn't want to get killed. So she came up with the genius idea of doing porn, because like she was trying to find a place to work at where they wouldn't like get her social security number and stuff, you know, like it was like low key and they pay you under the table. And she was well aware that it was kind of dumb to be like, okay, I'm gonna be a porn star and put my face out there. But in her defense, it actually made sense when she said it. She was like, there's so many porn stars, like what is the chances of them actually like coming across one of her videos, right? So she figured she would just make enough money to where, you know, she could like pay him back or whatever. And she ended up just becoming a really big porn star. And they asked her like whatever happened with that whole situation, and she was like, I guess they kind of just either changed their mind or said fuck it, like, you know, you don't know us. I figured they probably liked her videos a lot, so they didn't want to kill her, but who knows? But I mean, that's like her way. That's how she got into the business, and I thought that was a pretty interesting story. I left out some details, but I pretty much got the gist of it. But yeah, man, it's crazy, dude. It's really crazy. Watch some porn documentaries. It's a fascinating business. There's a lot of downs, but there's some ups to it as well.
Did you hear about the wiener chick? She's gonna do a video for Vivid.
What wiener chick?
You know, the congressman Wiener, whatever the fuck his first name is. He was.
You said wiener chick.
Yeah, the chick that he was having a online. He was like tweeting her shit and he was sexting with her. He was a congressman.
I didn't hear anything.
You know about that?
No.
She's supposed to be doing porn. Anyways, there was a senator who's married. He got busted for sexting back in the day, and then he got busted again for doing it. He's running for mayor of New York.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a big fraud.
How's he a fraud?
Because his whole thing was, I changed, you know, I fucked up, just give me a chance, and then they fucking busted him again.
Is he married?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
And he's got kids and everything.
Maybe his wife ain't taking care of shit in the bedroom, okay? So what if you gotta go off and get a little bit of strange?
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, man. You know, I'm not trying to, like, you know, take sides here. I'm just trying to look at this from a logical...
you are.
I'm trying to look at this from a logical standpoint, okay? It's like... all I'm saying is, and this shit stuck with me. Back in high school, I had to be a sophomore. I was a sophomore. Back in high school, dude, this one guy, he was really cool too. He had a twin brother. I forgot his fucking name. I wish I hadn't forgotten it, but I remember the knowledge that he gave to me. And he was like, look, man,
oh, wow.
He was like, you better take care of your fucking chick. Like, if you ever get a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, he's like, you better make sure she's taken care of. And I'm like, what are you talking about? 'Cause you know, back in those days, like, not everybody, because I didn't go through this phase, but you know how a lot of guys were just like, I don't fucking eat pussy, dude. Like, that's fucking disgusting, you know?
Really?
You remember that?
No.
I went through that. If you listen to, like, a lot of old school rap, a lot of people, like, used to rap about that. They were like, oh,
really?
I don't fuck pussy, or I don't fucking suck on the pussy, but they can suck on my dick. You know, they do shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, they went through that phase. I guarantee
childish.
you. But like, you know, there were some dudes in class who were talking about that, and this dude just came out of nowhere, and he like sat down, you know, and he got on his little soapbox. He's like, man, you better take care of your fucking chick, dude. She actually go down on her. You better fucking go down on her like there's no tomorrow. And he was like, man, fuck that. And he was like, okay. He was like, what happens if she don't go down on you? And they were like, oh, well, I'll just find somebody who can. He was like, yeah, what the fuck do you think she's gonna do? And they were like, oh, hell no, man, that ain't happening with me, man. My chick better not do no shit like that. He was like, I guarantee you, anything your chick wants you to do, and you don't fucking do it, she's gonna walk around and find somebody else who does it. And like, he went into all kinds of details about this shit, man. And that shit stuck with me, okay? So like, and like I said, I wasn't in that mind state that those other guys are in, but I'm still in that mind state today where, you know, you got like Tiger Woods and he's got fucking hoes in different area codes. I'm like, clearly something was not being taken care of in the bedroom. And maybe it was his fault for going around getting those green jackets all over the world. So he
Tiger Woods was
was
a prick. Okay, when I used to do charity for a charity organization that I will not say, they had him come in there, and he was like the biggest fucking pompous asshole ever. Yeah, so fuck that guy.
What is he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Hey, I'm Tiger Woods. I'm married. I got kids. I got $1 billion endorsements, and I fuck every woman around here. I fucked your teacher just last night.
He pretty much acts like if Dave Chappelle was still doing comedy and shit, he would be like Dave Chappelle. Why can I not?
What do you mean, like Dave Chappelle?
Like
Dave Chappelle?
Nothing. He would be like the Dave Chappelle version of Tiger Woods. You know what I mean? Like you can imagine Dave Chappelle doing a Tiger Woods. That's how he would act.
Yeah. No, dude. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying. See, clearly something's going on in the bedroom, or clearly something is not going on in the bedroom at that senator's house. So, you know, he had to go out and take care of his. So, you know what I mean?
I don't appreciate that.
I'm just saying, that's just my view on the world. You could thank the twin from from my high school. That man opened my eyes to a lot of things back then.
What else are we going to talk about? You watching any TV shows lately? I don't watch TV anymore.
I finally caught up with Breaking Bad. You don't watch that show, do you?
No.
It's a very good show. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm definitely not going to... I know I usually spoil shit on here, but this time I'm not going to spoil it because that's actually a show that does not deserve to be spoiled. Not to say that all the other things I said or talked about didn't deserve to be spoiled, but this is still going on. This isn't like Batman, where that movie has been out for like the past year or two, where you should have seen it by now. But, you know, I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm really looking forward to the last couple episodes that they're going to show tomorrow or the coming weeks.
Did I tell you about the other show, the only show that I do watch?
What?
The Naked and Afraid show?
Yeah, you did. You didn't go into detail, but...
This show is excellent. They basically take two people, they put them on an island, they make them get butt-ass naked. It sounds really bad, but it's not. It's actually really funny.
Do they show them naked?
It's blurred.
I don't want to see it then.
See their ass.
I don't want to see their ass. I can see my own ass.
Some of the chicks on there are pretty hot.
Yeah?
You'd appreciate it.
That's going to make it worse, because I can't see them.
I just peed on this guy.
They might as well just be wearing bikinis. What channel does it come on?
The Discovery Channel?
Oh. You know what? That actually does sound familiar. I think this one chick at work told me about that.
It's really good, because usually they end up hating each other. It makes it pretty interesting.
Why are they naked, though?
Just because it's harder.
To survive?
Well, yeah, they're in like a jungle and shit. Or like, you know, it depends on where they're at.
Where are they at now?
The season finale, they were in, I think the Louisiana Bayou. It was kind of fucked up, dude. Like, there was fucking gators and water moccasins everywhere. You know what water moccasins are, right?
No.
They're like the poisonous water snake that can swim.
Oh, okay. I thought all snakes could swim.
No, only a couple of them.
No. So, like, do they ever, like, make clothes for themselves?
Yeah, some of them do, but they usually don't end up having time for that.
Oh. What the... Alright. What do they do all day?
Try and get fucking food and water, bitch!
Okay, like, you can't make a pair of socks? Like, you can't be like, okay, this group goes and gets food. This group, you make pants. This group, you make
There's only
shirts.
2 people.
Oh, so it's Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was a whole group of people.
No, it's just 2.
Well, either way, like, dude, you sit here and make pants and shirts. You go out and fish. Like, how hard is that?
Dude, it's pretty hard.
I'll watch it.
You gotta watch
I need
it.
to
It's
watch
not
it.
as easy as you think it
This
is.
shit needs to make sense to me, okay? Because you put me on some place naked with someone else, I'm gonna be like, okay, dude, first things first. We need some clothes, okay? Because I ain't gonna be having my fucking junk sitting out like this, alright? I don't care if it's blurred or not. It's fucking cold out here. shit might get caught on something. I ain't trying to have any of that.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you have the big ass fucking chupacabra.
No, there ain't no fucking chupacabra sitting there. I'm just saying.
You got
like,
the anaconda.
No, there ain't no anacondas except for the ones in the wild. Okay, it's just I don't want my shit getting caught on anything. You know, give me a leaf or something.
You like Goku, where you could wrap it around like his waist as a tail.
I need to check it out.
Blast you. Go ahead, tag. I'll blast him too. Yeah.
You got Netflix?
No.
Damn it. I was gonna say
What that?
lately, I've been trying to finish up Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I don't believe I lost that guy.
And but I watched Orange Is the New Black, which is pretty good. It's about this chick who admits herself to a crime that she pulled like years ago, and she ends up going to jail for it. And they kind of like show how prison life is at a women's penitentiary. It's by the people who made Weeds, which is one of my favorite shows ever. So that's a good show. And then, you know, I've been watching Breaking Bad. And I've been watching Axe Cop. I don't know why I keep watching that show.
Excellent.
But dude, oh no, I forgot what it's called. Another one I watch, it comes on after Axe Cop. I think it's High School USA. That show's pretty funny. They have one called Sexting, where I guess like this dude was sexting this chick and he sent her a picture of his dick.
Oh wow,
And,
big surprise there.
Well, it ended up getting passed around high school, so like they were making fun of him because I guess his dick was bent or something.
Oh, he's one of those.
Yeah, like his name was Brent, but they called him Bent.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So like it was getting passed around school, and eventually like all the guys got together, and it was like, guys, one of our fellow men is getting ridiculed right now for their member. Are we gonna stand by and have this happen? They're like, no way. It's like, what can we do about this? And it was like, let's take a picture of our dicks and send them around and let people know, so our friend Brent isn't afraid and he's not by himself. So later today, we're all gonna go home. We're gonna take pictures of our dicks and we're gonna send them out. And no matter what, you guys gotta do it. So like everybody goes, dude, they're taking pictures of their dicks and shit, and everybody does it. But the guy who like started it, he can't do it because he keeps on getting interrupted. Like he was trying to get hard one night and he couldn't because his dad was yelling or something at the TV. And he was like, "Oh, Dad, you know, can you quiet down?" He's like, "Oh, I ain't quieting down for shit, you know." So he couldn't like get in the mood and everything, and he eventually got it done. Like it was two girls in the car with him, and they kind of like gave him a little hand job and got him ready, and he took the picture of it and stuff. And it eventually got spread around. And at the end of the show, like during the credits, they just showed everybody like how they took pictures of their dicks, but it was bleeped out. So like you just had like people posing, and they had like different kind of bleeps for their dicks. Like somebody had an upside down cross.
Nice.
Oh man, it's funny though, dude. I really like animated. I like adult animated cartoons, man. It's so funny.
Did you ever watch the Metalocalypse show?
I never heard of it.
It's on Cartoon Network, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird, but it was. I don't know. It's one of those things like the axe, whatever the fuck it is. Like, why am I watching this?
Yeah. I don't know, I think it's just the artist in me where I try to give people's stuff a chance and just watch it, see what the fuss is about. Because Axe Cop is actually pretty big in the comic sphere.
Do you watch? Jesus, the lag. You watch Adventure Time?
No, I heard about that too, though. I think the only one I saw was when we went to Evo that one time, and Eric had us watch it. That was the only time I saw it. And it was funny, though.
When did he make us watch an Adventure Time episode?
We were in the hotel, and we were like getting ready to head out to the thing. And you know, while you wait for people to shower and everything, we watched TV, and we watched Adventure Time. And he was like, yeah, he's like, I have my kid watch this all the time.
I don't remember that.
Oh, maybe you were in the shower at the time.
Yeah, I might have been in the shower.
It was funny, though. But you know what we can talk about? How do you feel about this Batman Superman movie that they're making?
I think it'd be good if they got somebody new to play Batman.
They're not using Christian Bale.
They said they might.
He said he's not doing it.
Yeah, but I think they already like signed something to where he could if they wanted him to, or if he wanted to do it.
No, they don't need to use him. They need. I think.
Jesus,
I was saying this.
God.
I was saying this when they first teased the JLA movie, because they were talking about doing that right after they finished the Batman trilogy for Nolan's movies, and people like you and me into that stuff, we know that if we can tell the difference between Christopher Nolan's Batman and whatever other Batman that they create for the movies, for whatever they want to do next, other people aren't going to get that. Like, my mom's not going to understand that. I mean, she probably understands that Christopher Nolan's movies like Batman Begins and Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, I'm pretty sure she understands that that's just a remade movie. It has nothing to do with the earlier Batmans, because the earlier Batmans were all sequels from each other.
Yeah, supposedly, which was gay because none of them had anything to do with each other.
Yeah, but I'm sure that she knows and everybody else knows that the new Batman movies that they just finished up, those are reboots. But I don't think everybody's going to understand the fact that if they do get another Batman for JLA, I don't think they're going to understand that those are two separate movies or two separate universes that they're doing in the movies. So I always said like they should just wait on JLA. And I still think they should wait anyway, because they're mainly just doing that to be like Marvel. And that's really not the way they should do
Yeah,
it.
it's like they're trying so hard to compete with them now already, and it's like, dude, you guys haven't even established your movie sets. Like Marvel, you could tell when they started, they were like, okay, this is phase 1. This is what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is phase 2. This is what we're doing. You know?
Yeah, like when they made Iron Man, they were like, they didn't just make Iron Man and say, hey, let's make an Avengers movie. They were like, okay, we're going to make an Avengers movie. And what we're going to do, we're going to establish every character in the Avengers. So we're going to start with Iron Man. Then we're going to get the Hulk. We're going to get Thor. We'll get Cap. And then we'll bring it all together in the Avengers movie. And we'll like bring some side characters in these other movies. And it all just comes together. And that was perfect. And right now with DC, they don't even know what the fuck they want to do. Like, they're like, we're going to make a JLA movie. And it's like, okay, well, you can't just flat out make a JLA movie because everybody might not know what all the heroes are, you know? And then you can't go one by one with the characters because you ain't going to come out with JLA until, like, 2025, you know? But I honestly think that they should stay away from the JLA movie, and they should mainly just focus on their TV shows, because I never seen the Arrow show. I want to, but I did see Smallville, and for the most part, dude, as much as I hate Superman, I actually like Smallville.
They're did you hear they're gonna put the Flash in?
I heard about that.
Yeah. You're excited about that?
I can't comment on it because I've never seen any Arrow episodes. I have to see them first.
Being a Flash fan, are you excited?
Oh, yeah. I was excited for Flash when they had him in Smallville.
They had him in Smallville?
Yeah. They had him in there. And he was the bomb.
Fuck.
But I always thought, like, because when they first started doing Smallville, I was like, you know what they should do? I was like, they should do a Smallville show. They should do a Batman show. They should do, like, every single character.
Let's just do all the DC universe into shows.
Yeah, and then, you know, and then you just have them cross over into an actual movie. And you get all the characters who do those characters on the show, and you have them do a movie. Like, how could you fuck that up? You know? I figured they could do something like that. Or I mean, like, they can still do that where, you know, you got your Arrow show, you're going to bring the Flash in. Like, I mean, you could establish those other characters like Superman and stuff, and then just make the JLA movie, you know. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how they pull that off. I'm not really excited for the Batman Superman movie because I
like Superman. I like the Superman actor.
I know, but those characters put together, like, even in comics, it looks weird to me. It's just such a different contrast. Why are you using Steve Fox? You don't know shit about Steve Fox.
I actually was raping with Steve Fox a second ago. And I did random select.
And you got Hitler.
Oh yeah, dude. He's awesome. shit.
But yeah, I don't know, dude. We'll wait. I'm more of a wait and kind of see when JLA comes out. Like, depending on how it looks, I might go check it out. But I don't know. It kind of helps that I'm not a DC fan either, so it's not like I'm sitting here like, oh, I can't wait.
God, this guy's so annoying. I hate fighting fucking capos.
My boss, his daughter knows capoeira. Her husband knows it too. Pretty awesome.
In real life, I have no problem with it. In Tekken, it's the most bullshit fucking thing ever.
Dude, I remember when they first put Eddie in the, or I think it was Tekken 3. I remember when they first made Eddie and I saw him. I was like, oh man, I was like, that guy is so cool, and I always played with him.
I'm sure you did.
I did. He was awesome. When you build up his momentum, man, he fucking beast. And then they came out with Steve Fox, and I was like, you know what? It's not gonna get any better than this, guys. Steve Fox is the greatest Tekken character ever made.
Just because his name's Steve.
Period. No, because he's a boxer. And the fact that they took his kick buttons and made him dodges. Oh, what are you doing?
I thought he was gonna wake up kick.
No, you don't do that.
Touch the mouse pad for me, would you?
Ugh! Yeah, anything else you want to talk about?
That's pretty much it. Fuck.
Gonna jump to your shameless plugs.
Yeah, play Tekken Revolution.
With you or just in general?
No, yeah, you can play it with me. If you see me on there, my PlayStation name is Boss Phoenix. It was on the beginning of this screen.
Not Phoenix spelled out, PHX.
Yeah, PHX. Get my Rage Steve Fox in here. That was kind of weird.
And then I finally started my Tumblr account, and I've done one entry, but it's just like an introductory entry. But soon I'll be doing those movie reviews, and you can find me. What's it again? Ventful Chewls. VENTFUL. Chewls.
Gay.
Why is that gay?
No, I was saying gay because I lost.
Oh. You gonna play music?
No.
Oh.
Should I?
I don't know. And you're like, what is this?
What is
Tron?
this shit?